Hi Cancer, welcome to your What Do I Need to Do reading for July 14th through 13th. And there goes cards. Six of Wands, awesome, working together, working things out, yay, forward movement. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Enchanted Tarot. Much love and support to her, and hopefully you can click on the link, check her out, show her some love and support as well if you like what she has to say. Also, this could read as, well, I intend it to read as romantic, but it could read otherwise in your other areas of your life, family, friends, kids, work, that sort of thing. All right, so Cancerian, what do you need to do, Cancerian? What is it? What does Cancerian need to do? What do you need to do? Right. 10 of Cups. All right. On your mind. Happiness. So, 10 of Cups in the world. Both are cards of completion. So interesting. Do you feel like you've reached a milestone? Is that what this is? Are you feeling a sense of wholeness and completion in your romantic situation or otherwise? Not too shabby. Two of Pentacles. High Priestess. So we got two twos. Page of Wands. This could be Cancerian or Pisces here. Two twos is agreement. Six of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Four of Emperor. The Emperor. Okay, that could be Aries. This could be Pisces, Cancerian, Aries. Okay, all right. The Hanged Man, Pisces or Cancerian. There we go. All right, Cancerian. What do we got here? Is this about closure? Is this about feeling content with where you're at? A sense of peace? What do you need to do, if anything, really? Interesting. This Six of Cups showed up in the same position for Pisces. Interesting. All right, so what's this world about? Nine of Wands. This Two of Pentacles about. You get to be choosy. There you go, because this is someone that knows their worth. They know what they stand for. They're showing back up, but they're showing back up because they choose to, not because they're forced to, not because they have to, not because they want something. This is someone that's like, all right, it's because I've got good character and faith and courage, and I've been through it. I'm wizened. I know what I'm fighting for. I know what I stand for and what I don't, and that's why I'm showing back up, not because of any manipulation or ultimatum. This Two of Pentacles. Oh boy. Two of Pentacles with the Lovers. That could be Gemini, Taurus, or Libra. What's this High Priestess about for Cancerian? Got the Death card. Ooh. Could be Scorpio. Something shady going on with your person. Or, so it could be that a love relationship, a romantic partnership has come to completion, and you're finding that, you know what, I don't need it or want it the way that I thought I did. If anything, I am going to be more choosy, or I'm going to be figuring out. It's no longer feeling like I have to go for this person, this reconciliation, or going after finding someone that is going to be a person. I actually am kind of fulfilled with where I'm at now. We got the Cups, Nine of Wands, and the World. This is feeling very satisfied and complete with the way your life is now. And this is you deciding whether you want to go for a romantic love interest, or if you want to pursue something else that has your fancy right now, maybe a career or a job choice. So this is kind of trying to decide between what would serve you best. That's the Two of Pentacles. So we've got the High Priestess here with the Death card. Interesting. You have been through it. This death, this could be Scorpio, but this, we got the Wands again, or the Cups, sorry, the World and the Death card. All right. That is major transformation. Major. You just kind of, things have changed. There's been a massive shift, and you can see right now the Saturn is in Capricorn, so that's affecting Cancerians remotely and indirectly, but still affecting them. There's been a shift. It's kind of like you're purging things that are no longer serving you. It's almost like a Saturn return that you kind of feel from a distance. So things have been shored up. Things are exiting your life. Maybe not in drastic fashion like it would be with a full-on, Saturn return, but enough to where you're feeling like you're closing out some cycles and you're able to have choice, whereas with a full-on Saturn return, sometimes there's no choice. You're just kind of kicked and punched and pulled this way and that, and stuff's taken from you. And I mean, this is much lighter, but you're still feeling the exodus of a few things. Point being, this is about you having choice about what you want to have in your life and what you want to really feel connected to, romantic partner or otherwise. There's been a massive internal shift. We see that with the Death and the High Priestess. It's about going within, figuring out what you want, the things that you thought you wanted, you no longer want anymore. Trying to decide now, because you have choice, what you want to pursue, what is important to you, what you want to make room for in your life. And this is about you. This is very solitary. This is about you pursuing what you want to pursue. Again, Page of Wands and the Two of Pentacles here. You get to decide what's going to hold your interest and what gets to be incorporated in your life and what you're going to attach to. I don't think this is so much a romantic partner here. I think this is more about what you feel aligned to or what you really want to choose and connect with and make your main focus. Whether it's work, whether it's passion projects, whether it's friendship or a loved one. It's whatever is going to hold your interest right now. I don't think it's a romantic partnership so much. I think you kind of been through it and there's been some things that have closed out. So I don't think there's anything active for you right now. This Page of Wands. This Page of Wands. Right. Okay, so we've got you waiting and having to be patient, putting a few things out there and seeing what sticks and seeing what holds your interest. So this is not any one person. It could be just casually dating. You've just been through a major cycle, so it's not about you finding that person right now. What's this Six of Cups? This Six of Cups. Let's hear it. Oh, look at that. Six of Cups, Two of Cups. Good gracious. All right. Hold on a minute here. Is that about reconciling? Is that why nobody else will hold your interest? Is this about you waiting for that person? What is that about? Five of Pentacles. No, it is not about you waiting for that person. What's this Five of Pentacles about? As I say, is that why you're not supposed to attach to anything because you got someone coming in from your past? What's this Five of Pentacles? No, because you're in, you're kind of deciding what you want, and not just what you want, right? What's going to serve you best? Is this worth it or not? What's this Five of Pentacles about? This Five of Pentacles for Cancer. Yeah, see, no, this is not about you being attached to anyone right now. This is about you having just closed out a major chapter in your life, probably an ending to a very significant relationship for you. We got the Lovers here. And it's not a time for you to attach. It's about you deciding what you want and putting the feelers out there and then being patient. It's having multiple interests and exploring that. Maybe it's dating a lot of people. Maybe it's a lot of job opportunities. Maybe it's moving somewhere. But this is not a time travel. It's not a time for you to be romantically attached to one person. This is about you figuring out, we got the Two of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Page of Wands. It's about you figuring out what you want and what holds your interest. And there being kind of a calmness and an agreement with just an understanding. I had a friend the other day say that, you know what, I'm not okay with being okay without being with a person. She had a breakup. I think they were together 7 or 8 years. And she's like, you know what, I'm okay with it, and I'm not okay with being okay with it. And I was like, oh, that's kind of too much. But the point being, like, that's kind of what this is right here. She's not a Cancer. But well, it's not really. But the point is, a major cycle has closed out, and instead of the focus being on romantic relationship, it's about just what you want in general. Keeping things unattached because you're in the process of figuring out what you want. All right. And we see here that you're supposed to finish out and close out that cycle with that person that you were once attached to, that is from your past, that was very significant for you. But this is figuring out what you want, going back to basics. We got the Six of Cups here with the Two of Cups. Going back to basics, figuring out what you want. It's almost like revisiting what you used to want way back when, until the world kind of closed in on you and made you reprioritize. Going back to basics, High Priestess and Six of Cups, going within, finding that, some call it the inner child. Let's just do that because we got the Six of Cups. Why not? What is your heart's desire? What do you truly want? And we got the Two of Pentacles here saying, figure that out first. No major attachments. You've just been through a major attachment that has completed. You're quite content with where you are now. There's a calmness. Fine, leave it alone. But it's also a time for you to pursue and figure out what you want. And anything that you were attached to, it's time to disconnect and get to a place where you're not emotional about it. You've moved on and you're kind of in this really calm, serene position where you're deciding and choosing what you want. And we see that here with the, okay, I didn't even, this could be Aries, Pisces, or Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, or Libra, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancerian. And then we have Aries here. And the reason why you're supposed to leave all that behind is because you're coming to a place, once again, where you are in balance and in control and have efficacy over your own life. And that's where you want to be right now, where you don't have any real attachment to anything. It's not about you holding on and trying to force something and make it work. You've been there, done that. You're tired. You're quite content with the way things are. And this is about letting things be what things are going to be. It's going to do what it's going to do. There it is. This is having a hands-off approach because you're pretty centered, balanced, and in control. So you don't need to be out there trying to manage and control and get a grip on things. You're good. What's this Emperor about? Emperor about for Cancerian. Emperor about. Hi. What's this Emperor? Again with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups here, Ten of Cups here. So good. This is, okay, so we go from having completed a cycle with a love interest, a main partner, someone that you were quite connected to. There's been this completion coming full circle with it. We've got you disconnecting from that and not being your focus anymore. You might have wanted a reconciliation with them, but I think you found that you were quite happy and content with kind of being by yourself. And this is about you shifting your focus from a romantic partner now to being unattached and pursuing those things that interest you or that hold your interest and having varied options. There could even be a move for you, a moving house. We got the Three of Wands and we got the Six of Swords as well. So this could be physically moving because it's just time for a change. Ten of Cups in the World. You've had a major change, major shift. We got the Death card here. This is about finding what you want, going back to that time in your life where things were kind of innocent and unencumbered and being like, you know what did I used to want to do? I don't have anything weighing on me, no more obligations. I'm surprised the Fool didn't show up, honestly. Remember what I wanted to do 10 years ago? Maybe I should try that. That might necessitate a move physically, but it's about going back to where you were about 10 years ago and exploring that. Because you've been fulfilled, you've closed out a cycle, you're no longer emotional about it, you're not hurting, you're not wishing and pining away. You feel complete, you feel satisfied, there's a calmness, and it's like, okay, what do I want to do now? Easier said than done. It tends to be a process to figure it out, but at least you're able to be open to it and put out some feelers, because there's going to be interests here. Not too shabby. All right. So we've got the Ten of Cups here and the Ten of Cups here, which is awesome because it's like it came full circle. This is efficacy, control, and dominion over your own life. And being able to trust yourself and count on yourself. Because you've been there, done that, know what to do, what not to do, and you can stand on your own and you can take care of yourself. You don't need anybody else. Not to say that you don't want anybody else, but this is having gone through something and after life has just kicked you in the teeth, getting back up and being like, all right, maybe I deserve that, but I'm wiser for it. And now I get to pick and choose because I've taken lumps and I'm going to figure out what I want. What else for Cancerian? Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, so we've got two tens, which is change, which is the Death card. So yeah, this is you having shifted. We got the World card here with two tens. I mean, come on. Major change. the focus, not just things changing physically in your life, like things exiting, you moving, jobs ending, relationships ending, not just that, but there's been a shift in perspective. Your perspective is changing, and it becomes about choice, not just what you've done for the past decade or so. This is a major shift. I'm not just talking about like this past year or so. This is, dare I say, the past decade. Just saying. Major changes, external and internal. For a while, you might have realized that you're doing what you did because that's what you've always done. And now there's a shift to, you know what, I'm unencumbered. Major stuff has just left my life and I feel lighter. I feel different. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Maybe I want to move house. Maybe I want to travel. Maybe I want to go here. Maybe I want to go. It's about choice. Lots of choices. And this, sorry, I kind of got rambling. This 10 of Pentacles, I think this is doubling down on that feeling of just like, you know what, I am okay. I have lived, I have been there, done that. I'm good. Now what do I want to do? What's the next thing I want to experience or do? It's very meta. It's very quite mature, actually, because this is devoid of emotional attachment. It's not that you're not going to be that way. It's just not out of need. It would be out of choice. That you'd want to attach rather than feeling that despondency or, oh gosh, you know. And I think as far as romantic relationship, this is about going back to what you once wanted way back when, and now that you are unencumbered, figuring out if that still holds, or okay, well, what else do I want? What else can I do? What else, you know, what do I really want in a job, in a person, in, you know, travel or where I live? What else for Cancerian? Yay! We got the key here. All good things. 8 of Pentacles. This is you doing the work, working on you, working on stuff, working, but it's enjoyable work. It's things that you do, whether it's your 9 to 5, but it's purposeful. It feels good. It feels like you're taking care of your life and you're taking care of you, and you're starting to work towards a higher goal or a new goal, something that interests you and that you want to move towards with the 3 of Wands here. So the key is all about things working out, resolution, wisdom and intelligence, and kind of closing out again with the closing out the cycle and just realizing that it was necessary. It's a rite of passage. It's a part of life. I'm good. Now on to the next phase. This is things working out and the next door literally opening, the next phase opening. You got the key here. You've come full circle with that phase. It's time for the next phase. All right. Could also be having a breakthrough, which is kind of what these endings are, this big culmination is. It's like, oh, this epiphany. Okay. And the interesting thing about that is when that happens, you can't not know what you know. So you're very unlikely to go back to those behaviors that you used to do way back when. They just don't suit anymore. It doesn't make sense to do that. So you don't default to that like you would. This is about developing and finding new normals because of all the changes that have taken place. What else for Cancerian? Yay! 10 of Pentacles, just like this one. 10 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups reversed. So that's not having to abandon and leave a situation that you were emotionally attached to. This is leaving by choice. This is not having an emotional attachment to what you're walking away from. So nothing wrong with that, right? This is just literally walking away because something no longer suits. You don't have an emotional attachment to it anymore. You are walking away because it's time. Not because you've emotionally invested and you're drained and you're exhausted and you're just gonna, oh God. No. This is a very secure position. You're good and you're simply walking away because it just doesn't make sense to stick around, and you're secure enough in where you're at that you can do it. There's no more emotional attachment. That's it. That's all it is. Going on to the next phase. Very, wow. I mean, I could go on and on about the ending. Major, this right here, this whole thing, major rite of passage. I don't know what the heck's going on with Cancers, but, and it's probably that Saturn in Capricorn, but there's been like a major something closed out. recently. This is a huge shift and a huge focus or realignment, I guess you could say. And what you thought you were attached to 6 months ago has completed and come to fruition, and it's more of a sense of completion now rather than missing and feeling like, oh, I'm never going to have that. No, it's like all of a sudden it makes sense now and you're good. 10 of Pentacles twice, the World, 10 of Cups, Hanged Man. I mean, this is all about, things coming to its natural conclusion and you being perfectly okay with that and recognizing that it's simply time to move on. And you've got so much waiting for you that you should be, if I'm honest, very excited about. Just saying. Okay, right. Okay, so I thank you for stopping by, and I hope you feel encouraged by this, because you should, because you got a whole heck of a lot waiting for you. I mean, the sky's the limit. Look at this, the 10 of Pentacles and the Key. I mean, this is it. It's yours for the taking. Whatever you want to do right now, it's yours for the taking. So we got Moon Magic time coming up, so you can manifest. So watch out for that. I'll try to put a reminder up in the community tab. So anyway, Cancerian, I thank you for stopping by, and I hope this was helpful. Hope you have a good night, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care.